Okay, continuing with this same exercise, exercise 15. Yes, now I am going to take question number 5, sixth part of question number 5. I hope you can see the figure. This was the figure and you need to find x and y. It was not named. Please name it, okay? A, B, C and D. O was only given, is only given the figure. We have to find x and y. Okay? Now, what can you say about this AOD? AOD is the diameter. And what have we learned about diameter subtends which angle at the circumference? 90 degree. So angle ABD will become equal to 90 degree. I hope this is clear. Why ABD is 90 degree? It is not given. Yes, we are using our concepts that we have learned, that angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Okay. Now what can you say about triangle ABD, children? Two sides are equal, one angle is 90 degree. So what type of a triangle is it? Yes, it is an isosceles right angle triangle. One is 90 degree, this is x. So this also becomes x. Why? Why this also becomes x? Because, yes, isosceles triangle na, base angles of isosceles triangles, angles opposite equal sides are equal. This angle is opposite to this side. This angle is opposite to this side and this angle is opposite to this side. Clear? So now if we apply, now in this triangle, we can find x plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. Okay? So x plus x is 2x plus 90 and x becomes 45 degrees. You can see here in triangle ABD, I hope it is clear. Angle ABD is 90 degree. Why? Angle in a semicircle. Angle DAB is equal to angle ADB. DAB, that is angle A, is equal to angle ADB, that is this, x. These two are equal to x. Why? Because AB is equal to BD. Yes? So x plus 90 becomes 180, angle sum property, and x becomes 45 degree. Now coming to this triangle, children, BDC, two sides are equal. Yes, so this is y, so this will also be y. Yes or no? Yes, because isosceles angles are equal. This you have learned in class 7. If two sides are equal, the angles opposite them are equal. Now, what can you say? How will you find this angle? This angle will be 180 minus x. Yes or no? Yes, linear pair. So, x was 45, so this becomes 135. Then you can write 135 plus y is equal to 180. Angle sum property, sum of angles of triangle BDC is equal to 180 degree. You can also use that this angle, this is exterior angle, is equal to y plus y. 2y is equal to x. Yes, so y will be equal to x upon 2. 45 by 2, that is 22.5 degrees. You can either use that exterior angle property or you can find this angle and find sum of angles of a triangle as 180 degree. Both ways you can do. Yes, again I am taking this triangle in triangle DBC. Yes, you can see that triangle DBC. DC is equal to DB. Yes, why? I told you. Angle BDC is equal to 180 minus x, linear pair. Yes. Now, angle BDC is 180 minus 45, that is 135 degrees. Now, y plus 135 is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. So, y plus y is 2y is 180 minus 35. This 135 comes to this side. Linear equation. Y becomes 22.5 degree. The same thing can be done. So, which concepts have we used in this question? First, we have used the property of isosceles triangle. If two sides of a triangle are equal, then its base angles are equal. Then we have used that angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Then here we have used linear pair. Yes, angles on a straight line. Sum of angles at a point on a straight line is 180 degree, and of course we are using angle sum property that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Everywhere, see, I have written a reason. And reasons are really important, as I have told you in your previous video also. Angle sum property, yes, angle in a semicircle is a right angle, all this. Now coming to question number 6, second part, which is like this, where two tangents are there. Again, this was not named M and N. I have written these names, given this name, and it is important to give the name. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Yes, you have to give the names. Now, this is one tangent PM. The tangent is PN. from an external point, if we draw two tangents, what can we say? That the tangents are equal from an external. This I have explained you in my previous videos. Yeah. Yes, so PM becomes equal to PN because tangents from an external point are equal. Okay, so Y becomes equal to 12. Okay, yes, because PM is 12, so PN is also 12 centimeter. Now coming to another concept, now let us see triangle ONP. I also told you that this distance from the center, or you can say the radius, is always perpendicular to the tangent. Yes, so this is the tangent PN and this is the radius ON. So ON will be perpendicular to PN. Yes, now what sort of a triangle is ONP? It is a right angle triangle. You know why we have already calculated as 12. So 12 square, and what is the hypotenuse? X is the hypotenuse. So x square is equal to 5 square plus 12 square by Pythagoras theorem. You should write down I did not have space, so I have not written. But mention that because of Pythagoras theorems, x square is equal to 5 square plus y square. Yes, so y is 12, so 12 square. So x will come out to be 5 square is 25, x 12 square is 144, that is 169, and square root of 169 is plus minus 13. Again I am saying plus minus 13 because children lose this, don't know. Plus 13 into plus 13 is also plus 169, and minus 13 into minus 13 is also plus 69. So we call it plus minus, but distances, so we'll only say plus 13 because this length cannot be negative. So x is 13 centimeter. Rest of the questions, try to apply your brain, children, and do this. Only these concepts are required in your questions, that a radius is perpendicular to the tangent from external points are equal, and tangent from external, an angle in a semicircle is a right angle, and the previous properties which you have been learning, like isosceles triangle, angle sum property, all these you should know. Thank you.